Hi guys, welcome back to Eight-Legged Babes. So today we are going to be rehousing a spider species that I picked up at the New England Reptile Expo last weekend. I kind of hinted at this species and I'm really excited to share her with you. So before we get started, I actually want to show off the enclosure that I'll be rehousing one of these species into, and it's actually a true spider species. So I managed to pick up a Tarantula Cribs mini coffin enclosure, and this is actually the Web Candy edition that just released, and I'm really excited for this. I haven't gotten a chance to use any of their mini cribs or mini coffins yet. I actually have the majority of my collection are in Tarantula Cribs. They're just my favorite enclosure, although they are, because they're on the pricier side, as my collection grows, I'm kind of starting to use some more DIY enclosures until my spiders are ready for their final enclosure. But this is going to be the enclosure that we move our true spider into today. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a close-up of it, just to see this iridescent background that is so pretty. I'm so excited to have a spider in one of these. So the spider species going into this is going to be a velvet spider. Now you guys have already met my irisis velvet spiders. I have 3 different species in that genus. This is a different genus that I have not kept before. This is a Stegodyhpus lineatus, or a desert velvet spider. Now she actually is pretty well hidden in here. She's built quite the web tunnel, and I'll give you guys a close-up. You'll see that tunnel running around the side. It's crazy how much work she's done. And you'll see some sphagnum moss in there, which is one of my favorite materials to put in enclosures for velvet spiders, just because they're such a dry species. But what we're gonna do is somehow, we're gonna move her out of here. It's not gonna be very fun. And we are going to build up, I would say, like a semi-arboreal style enclosure. They're not considered a fully arboreal species of true spider from my understanding, just based on what I have studied on them and researched on them. But they do tend to build communal webs in the wild, in bushes and shrubbery, with other desert velvet spiders, and they tend to work together to catch food in their web. So outside of the fact that having a communal would be really cool, we're not doing that today, but I figure I'm going to do my best to mimic what a shrub-like web would look like for them. So I am going to go use a little hot glue, actually, which I don't use in most of my enclosures, but for this one, because there's so little like ground space, I kind of want to secure the sticks and twigs I'm working with. I'm going to do a little hot glue gun action, and then I will come back here with you guys and we will set up this enclosure together. Okay, I'm back, and what I've done pretty much is, you guys can see, I've kind of just hot glued a bunch of rose thatch that I actually found at a local park and cleaned, or really just sanitized with high heat. But I went ahead and I kind of put them all together, kind of trying to get a good view, almost like a shrub thatch. So it should make it easier for our desert velvet spider to kind of web up. And what I'm gonna do next, and I'll do that on camera and I'll show you guys a close-up, is I'm going to add some substrate, and then I'm going to add some sphagnum moss around the bottom and maybe a little bit on the top, just to give her a bit more anchors to web onto. I want to make this as easy as possible for her to rebuild that web that she's already built so well in her tube. So let's go ahead and get this set up. Okay, so here's the close-up of the substrate. I want to get a little bit more in here just to cover up the glue, and also just to give a little bit of a soft landing. These spiders do not burrow. They don't need depth, but I'd still like a little bit. I also don't want to put too much in, just because Reptosoil, because it's in a bag, it does hold a teeny bit of a humidity, and I really don't want to add any humidity to this enclosure if I can help it. So, okay. Looks pretty good so far. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and get the sphagnum moss. Where did I put that? I did want to add a teeny bit of leaf litter. Now this is old school, picked it up myself, leaf litter in the fall. I live in New England, so it's kind of leaf city here. And of course I did sanitize it. These ones I think I baked. There's a couple different ways you can sanitize decor that you pick up outside. You can bake it, you can boil it, it depends on what the material is. If you guys want a little bit more like a tutorial or a DIY on how to do that, let me know. There are a lot of great videos that already show it on YouTube. I know Snake Discovery, I think, has one that shows you how to sanitize decor, so they're definitely out there. I highly recommend collecting decor and sanitizing it because leaf litter is not always the easiest thing to find. All right, we're just gonna straight up crumple and throw, and then, yeah. Okay. Almost went doing more stuff at the top. Yeah. Get a little bit more sphagnum moss up at the top. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's what I did. I put a little bit right up there. Okay. Let's get all of this out of the way. And then let's go ahead and get her rehoused. What we can do, I don't even know where she is in here. I really don't want to stress her because this is a species that can, they don't really handle a lot of stress well, but let's see if I can just pull her webbing out. Hold on. She's been in here a while. Let's see. Oh, it's so hard to see her. She's like, you can just see her booty, like right there. Okay, there we go. She's really beautiful and she's so mad at me. Okay, Let's see if I can get a couple better shots for you guys. That is going to do it for us today, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram at 8legged babes. You'll find the link in my description below and in my bio. Have a great rest of your day.